Hello, welcome in. We're going to be getting started today with kind of like a family healing. Um, some of what I do with clients is to look into their current relationships with family members and identify where there is blocked energy, which contracts or agreements can be updated, and just basically how to mend the relationships because a lot of times we pick I believe that we pick our family. They're part of our soul family before we come to earth. And there are a lot of kind of difficulties in families. And I think that updating karmas and contracts and energy has a lot to do with managing those difficulties. Obviously, we can't control other people's lives or energy, even, but we can kind of renegotiate how it affects us. And sometimes the most that we can do is offer them a healing and then offer them a blessing. And that's kind of what I do in the psychic space. So I wanted to share a little bit about what that looks like so that you guys can use this to help yourselves, to help others. Okay. All right. So go ahead and take a really deep breath and just let it cleanse you. Put your feet flat on the floor, sitting up straight and eyes closed if you feel safe enough. This is kind of the typical stance for I'm about to go into trance. So it's good to train your body like this, also so you don't fall asleep. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to adjust you so that you're clean and clear and you can get kind of better readings out of this. Ready? All right, the format's always the same, yeah? So starting from the center of your head, create a grounding cord. A grounding cord that has the energy of allowing you to mend family relationships. Hook that grounding cord up to your root chakra if you're in a male body, or your sacral chakra if you're in a female body. Make sure it's snug, kind of like pulling a sock over your foot. Or if you're feeling extra, you can make it super wide, like encompassing your whole aura if you have a lot of family stuff to release. Okay. I used to hate the word release because it was like you're taking another lease on the energy. But now I fully understand that when you release something, you are changing the agreement of the energy. So it makes more sense to me. Anyways, this grounding cord, notice the color. Say hello to this color and ask it how it's going to support you in your family healing today. All right, drop it to the ground of where you're seated, and then open up the ground of where you're seated. And let the cord effortlessly drop through the center of the earth. Like an anchor into the ocean, it just drops. As you approach the center of the earth, just notice what she shows herself to you as today. Give her a hello and find a place to plug in. And from the center of the earth, kind of tug on the cord, make sure it's strong and stable. Bring your awareness back up to where your bottom is seated and find the on switch for your grounding cord. Activate your grounding cord and begin to let go. Notice the sensation of energy being pulled down, energy that no longer serves you. Ground out black energy, which is other people's energy. Ground out white energy, which is unconscious energy. Ground out any energy or pictures in the way of you healing family trauma, family relationships. Just let go. Let go of the emotions tied up in it. Let go of the memories tied up in it. Just let go. When you let go of these pictures and energy, it doesn't change them. You just stop holding on to them so tightly, letting them affect who and what you are today. They just go back to your Akashic records. So let them go. This is effortless. The earth is using her gravitational pull to ground out anything that you ask her to, anything in the way. Maybe you notice you have certain sensations around your body. Like I'm feeling a pull in my mid left back, which to me is mother energy. So just noticing. Okay, now go back to the center of the earth and ask Mama Gaia for an earth energy that will help support you in your family healing today. See the color and say hello. Ask it what it means. What does this color represent and how it's going to help you today? Bring this earth energy up to your feet. Let it wash over your feet. Feel the sensation. Open up your feet chakras and let the energy climb through your leg channels, up your calves, into your knees, through your legs, into your hips, through your root, and back down the grounding cord. So now you're flushing out energy related to the family healing with this earth energy. So let it flush. Notice if the flow is strong or weak, fast or slow. Just flush it out. It's pushing out old energy and patterns. Now you're going to shoot your ascension cord all the way up. Plug it into the great central sun. And just allow any updated information and patterns related to healthy family come down through your ascension cord. Make sure you say hello to Spirit and ask Spirit for the perfect energy that will support this family healing. Notice the color. Bring it down to your crown chakra. Let it wash over your crown, updating your crown, and bring it down the 2 channels in your neck, the 4 channels down your back, 2 channels at the base of your spine, into your root and down your grounding cord. So now you have cosmic energy flowing down and cleansing your back channels. You can even extend your back channels beyond your physical being and just let it melt through any old patterns as it flushes it down the grounding cord. I feel this one in my low back. Just notice what you feel into. All right, now you have an earth energy flushing out your legs, a cosmic energy flushing out your back, and they both meet in your root. Ask your root to make a special blend that will help you in this family healing today. Notice the color. Ask it for a word or a phrase. And let it wash through your root, updating all the pictures and energy. Let it wash through your sacral, updating all the pictures and energy. Let it wash through your solar plexus, updating all the pictures and energy. Into your heart. Let it wash through your throat, updating all the pictures and energy. Into your sinus and your third eye. Out the top of your crown, big fountain. So now this energy is fountaining out the top of your head, cleansing, you've got it, your front channels. Just let it wash through as it falls back down around all the layers of your aura. Okay, now you're running energy for a family healing. Notice how you feel. Before we get started, I want you to put up a gauge, kind of like a gas gauge, and it says neutrality on it. Read where your neutrality is at right now, 0 to 100%. And then see if you can just push it all the way to 100%. We want you to be neutral when you read yourself. If you're not neutral when you're trying to read yourself, you might get a skewed understanding. So push it all the way to 100% and padlock it in. Okay. Now I want you to think of your mom. Bring your mom forward into your psychic space. Just observe, notice what you notice. I want you to put up a scale of the health of your relationship between you and your mom. I want you to see if you can ground out the relationship between you and your mom, almost like sand flowing out the both of you guys. Any pictures and information that's in the way of your guys's, if you guys reaching your full healthy potential in a relationship. And this doesn't always mean like full contact, best friends. It means like with where you guys are at in your agreements, how healthy and beneficial can we get this relationship? Maybe you see it as a rose. And just bless that rose, ground it out. Let a gold cord fall from spirit and just bless the rose. Now, any resentment, anger, frustration, sadness that you have with your mom, I want you to throw it into the rose. Hi, Bree. And any resentment, anger, frustration, sadness that your mom has with you, watch her throw it into the rose. And I want you to watch all that was thrown into the rose just be drained out through its grounding cord. Maybe this feels a little bit better. Maybe you feel inspired to go give your mom a hug or a namaste. Maybe no touching involved, but just see how this changed the relationship in the psychic space. You guys both offered up what was no longer serving you and drained it down the rose. Maybe notice now that the scale reads a different number. Maybe it jumped. Okay, sending my healing master to click save for you guys. Okay. Push all of this off your reading screen. Now I want you to see your dad. Okay. Just notice your dad. Remember, we're neutral. As neutral as we can be. Now you put yourself up there as well. Put a rose in between both of you. This is the reading of your relationship. Read the health of the relationship. Okay. Get a number on the scale. Now I want you to throw any upset, any old energy or memories, any resentments, angers, sadnesses toward your dad into the rose. Just unburden yourself. Throw it into the rose. You don't even need to know what it is. Just throw it into the rose. This rose has a grounding cord on it. Now watch your dad as your dad throws resentment, anger, frustration, sadness over you into the rose. Watch your dad unburden himself with past energy and pictures that no longer serves either of you. And watch it just swirl down the rose, down the grounding cord. Maybe you notice already that both of your guys' feelings have changed. The relationship looks a little different. Maybe it'll take more than this. Just observe. Be open. Okay, now read the scale, the health of your relationship. Okay, extend a gold cord down to the top of the rose and have the spirit bless it. Bless your relationship with new energy. And remember, this doesn't always mean being best friends, getting the dad that you never had. It means for as much as the relationship can handle, it's getting more health, more mending. So just honor that and bless it. Okay. Sending my healing master over to click save. Okay, push all of that off your reading screen. Now we're going to do a sibling, or if you don't have a sibling, maybe a grandparent comes to mind. Just see this sibling in front of you. Maybe you're already starting to sense their emotions, their energy state. Just observe, notice what you notice. Okay, now put yourself up on the reading screen and ask a rose to come forth in between you guys that represents your current relationship. No judging, just observing. Okay. Now put a scale on top of this rose and measure the current health of your relationship. Remember, this rose now has a grounding cord on it all the way to the earth. And whatever is upsetting you between you and your sibling, whatever frustrates you, whatever angers you, whatever memories you've been holding on to that pain you, just throw it all into the rose and watch it be ground down. Maybe you feel lighter in your body. Now the same for your sibling. Watch them as they unburden themselves and throw everything that's ever angered them about you, anything you've ever done to them, how you've upset them or let them down. Watch them throw it all into the rose. Maybe you see them, they look a little lighter now. This rose is just grounding out what no longer serves you both. Now ask Spirit to drop down a golden cord and bless this rose, this relationship rose between you and your sibling. Maybe you see the rose has changed with this blessing. Maybe you feel inspired to go give your sibling a hug or a bow or an honor. Just notice how the relationship has changed in the psychic space. Sending my healing master over to click save and wrap this up in golden light. Okay. Push all of this off your reading screen. Now I want you to call forth one of your grandparents that you want to have a more healthy relationship with or complete any karma with. Or maybe that just needs a healing. Bring them forth into your mind's eye. Just observe them. Maybe you're starting to already sense into the energy that they currently have. Maybe you hear them saying something to you. Okay, now put yourself on the reading screen. Observe yourself. And put a rose in between both of you that represents your relationship. This rose has a stem that's grounded all the way down to the center of the earth. All right. Now you're going to throw everything into the rose that's in the way, any energy that's outdated or that needs healing between you and your grandparent. Maybe you have specific words or specific memories, specific colors or pictures that are just being dumped into this rose. Maybe you feel a little bit lighter. Now do the same for your grandparent. Allow them to pour anything into the rose that's in the way of your guys' more healthy relationship. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe it's a specific memory they have, something in the way. Watch it all flow down the rose, down the grounding cord. I want you to put up 2 scales. The first scale, I want you to read the health of the relationship before the healing. And now after the healing, put up another scale and read how much it's changed. Ask Spirit to drop down a grounding cord, a gold cord, and bless this relationship, bless this rose. Extend your thanks or your gratitude or your appreciation, whatever that looks like. And now push it all off your reading screen. Okay, we're going to do one more together. Pick a person that, I guess any person in your family that you want to extend a healing to, that you need to mend a relationship with. Put them in your mind's eye in front of you on your reading screen. Maybe you start to get a sense for their energy already. Now put yourself up on the reading screen. Observe yourself. Maybe how you guys are currently interacting energetically. Maybe you notice the thing that's in the way of your guys' good relationship. Now put up a rose that represents your relationship, and this in between you. And this rose is grounded all the way down to the center of the earth. Now put a scale up over the rose and get a reading. What's the current health of your relationship? 0 to 100%. Okay. Now pour everything that pains you about this relationship, everything that upsets you about this relationship into this rose. Whether you see it, hear it, feel it, just pour it. Every anger, every sadness. Notice what's pouring out of you. And notice what you feel and what you look like after pouring all of that mess into the rose. Now do the same for this family member. Allow them to pour all of their hurt, all of their pain, all of their anger and frustration over their relationship with you into this rose. Remember, we're neutral, we're just observing. Watch it swirl down the rose as they continue to pour everything that's ever hurt them into the rose. Maybe you notice they look different after unburdening themselves. All right. Now ask Spirit to connect a golden cord to this rose and bless it, heal it, and watch the rose change. Now put a scale over the rose and read the current health of this relationship. See if it's changed at all. Some family members, you might need to do this several times. And again, just the health of a relationship might look different for different people, different family members. Okay. All right. Sending my healing master over to bless this change, to click save. And wrap it in golden light. Awesome. All right, push that all off your reading screen. All right. Now we're going to do a giant golden sun for all that you've released, all of the pictures and energy that you purged out of yourself, out with others. We need to replace, okay? So imagine a giant golden sun over your head, like 10 foot wide. Put a magnet in the center of it with your name on it. And just call all of your energy back to you through space, time, dimension, people, places, and things. Just draw it all back. Fill up your golden sun with your energy. Now fill it with the new energy of all these new contracts and agreements. See what color comes in. Now fill it with peace. Maybe you fill it with love and creativity and success and joy. Keep filling up your golden sun until it's so big it might burst. And then pull it down to your head and crack it open and just let the energy rush into you, filling you up with gold energy. Filling every space, gap. Fill up. All right. Shake, rattle, and roll. All done. Okay, so Caroline said, just popped in on the end, but it would be really interesting to see some videos geared toward healing generally unhealthy relationship with family members. Yeah, I feel like that's what this healing was about, because relationships are always bi-directional, and if something is unhealthy, it's good to discharge those patterns for both people. And the health of a relationship is not like, I think I've said several times now, it looks different for different family members. For some, a healthy relationship might be no contact. For some, a healthy relationship means forgive and forget. For others, it means rehashing it and healing it. Being open to what a healthy relationship for each individual person is kind of key here. So I hope that helped explain it. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. If you guys are interested in learning how to do this psychic work, the psychic development course, intuitive development course is up. So you can take a look at that. There's a link below. There's also a link below to come to the intuitive development retreat, which will be in Bali. For as low as $116 a month, you can sign up for the Bali trip. You need to sign up by August, and it will take place in November. I'm going to liked how you talked about viewing the perspective from the POV of the other person's. Yeah, it's the way that I read other relationships, because if Caroline, like you said, we worked in the root, for me, that would mean that we were just working on your energy around family. I think it's a cool space to do a rose reading with another person and allowing them to discharge as well. So drop a comment once you watch the full thing and let me know how it goes. And again, as always, if you guys need help mending family contracts, soul contracts, or agreements, reach out for a session. Other than that, I'm so excited to always just build a really strong community with you guys here. Okay. I guess that means that's it. Okay, bye.